Hey, Ryan.
Did invites go out?
We sure did. Waiting on you to
Is
log
it
in.
mom spaghetti?
Oh,
I
I
see.
missed the invite too. I was a slacker. You're already in the group. Oh, I'm not a slacker, right? Same on you. Jesus.
Jesus.
Wow.
Fucking there's a squirrel.
Oh, Illy and Kirk are doing the roll off. If Illy's here.
Wasn't it Hobby? Oh no.
Him and-
So Kirk must have won. Huh?
Yes.
Yep.
Brian, you made me
Ink.
do my 18 under rot.
What?
You made me pug it.
Huh?
You made me pug my 18 under rot with
How was
no
it?
help.
But
How
you
was it?
timed it.
I timed it. Plus did it.
He tried to make you feel bad, and then it was
Uh.
like, oh, but I timed it.
I don't care.
Fucking got him.
Just kidding. I'm a little jealous. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit.
I'm not.
Fucking got him.
It's okay, we'll get some in afterward.
What's your
Jesus. Jesus, Kirk. Way to tank that fucking roll. There it is.
Oh.
Illy. Illy.
Kirk
Can
always
we
calls good
prevail?
rolls against me. So.
Yep. That 1385 to a 9 is pretty big.
Right?
I had something similar against Hoppy too. It went from like 13,000 to like 1,000.
Listen, Hoppy and I did a 1 out of 2 roll 7 times in a row before one of us finally hit one.
Yeah, Kirk rolled 3 of them, so that's why I said he used all his luck against me.
The last time I death rolled against Hong, I went from 772 to 1. I told him that I wouldn't play against him again.
That's a pretty big drop.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Zex, you messed that up. / invite Zexy Nuts Imp. Idiot.
Shut up. I may be really stoned.
Excuses.
My back's bothering me today, so.
Can I get a summons when you guys want to?
If mine was getting blown out all the time, it hurt too.
Wow. Wow.
Wait, who said that? It wasn't important enough for me to remember.
Oh my god, that was so good.
funny.
I don't even know who insulted me. Who said it?
I think that was Robert.
Oh, nice.
It was.
Nice.
I was told to have more confidence in talking shit. So
No,
it's
fucking, that was good. I don't carry your damage anguish. You see me at the bottom of the list. Like, Jen whispers me all the time saying I beat you. It's really difficult to watch everybody and try to DPS. That's why, like I said, I'm super excited for Augment, because I don't have to worry about my DPS. My DPS comes from you guys.
We could put you on the healing team if that's easier.
Oh yeah, then he could really watch everybody.
And that's I don't care. I'm just like I said, I'm excited for Augment
We are,
because I
we
think
are trying to recruit a healing invoker.
you don't realize, Jen, that you will go from doing 60k to like 80k with not having to
To
change
61.
anything.
I thought you were gonna say 61.
You will go from 60k to 60.5 no time.
Right.
For what? Because
Well,
Um,
the new evoker spec is called augmentation. It buffs other classes as I cast. So my damage doesn't come
It's a
from
support
me.
class.
It comes from you guys.
cool.
Cool.
He's a fluffer, is what he's saying.
Fucking hey, I'm all about it.
He's a raid fluffer,
Well, I should re-roll.
right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you want me to swap?
Probably.
Well, Zilly be on,
But
but Katie's
Katie.
I think we still
Yeah.
need 6 though, don't we, for this?
we're doing a different boss than last.
We're doing Sark
I
We're
know.
doing
and boss
Yeah.
normal,
I know. I still think we need 6 for it.
maybe.
I mean, I'm not the healing lead, but
You get the different
Katie.
I do have.
Oh,
strong
Jim's
opinions.
healing lead.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's sorry. Stepping on toes.
class. Wow, I just have no need to be in this group anymore.
Okay,
Hey.
Jerry.
Good old
Fucking,
good old 4.2 over there.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
Gonna scratch that off of her tattoo tonight.
Right.
When she sleeps.
Right.
Take the nail clippers and cut just that little bit of skin off.
So, for all of you that don't know, Jerry and I, Rayek, Raiden, we got tattoos in Vegas, and we got our douche canoe tattoo. I was talking with my hands again. So we got our douche canoe tattoo in Vegas, and we wanted to find a way to incorporate like his spouse and my spouse in some way. And on the canoe, it has a number 4.2 because Jim and I do high 4.2s. We don't do high 5s because he has 4.2 fingers.
That's better than what I said to him. I have a video on the internet about it.
What's the easiest way to get there? Is it just down?
Just drop straight down.
Just drop straight down.
Okay.
Oh no, you can just don't drop straight down. Click the little talk to the orb thing right behind the guy. He teleports you.
Thank you. I just didn't want to end up like having to run through lava and swim and do all this bullshit again.
Well, I'll swap for now.
Yep, might as well. Just see how it goes, and then we can always swap back.
Doesn't matter. Zilly's here. I'm swapping back.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, silly.
Okay.
You're a minute late, Zilly. I'm taking it.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you know how much Zex can do in that minute?
At least 3 people.
He could have a 4th baby in that amount of time.
Checks out.
Hey, Jen, I got something to tell you. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I would tell you to get an abortion.
Wow.
Don't come to the
Damn.
US.
So he's muddied the gene pool enough.
I would.
Well, she
tell
thinks
her
that I'm
to
fucking
start
super
swallowing.
fertile. I wish. I've been telling that for years.
Are you able to summon or should I fly?
We can.
We can summon. Just we're clearing trash right now, so just hang tight.
Cool, you just keep on clearing that trash.
There's Derek.
It's just BattleNet. It's not on yet.
Yeah, but if he's on BattleNet, he
should tell him to kill the boss. Because he's late again. Nice kill, guys.
Oh, good job,
Sweet.
everybody.
Normal cleared.
Woohoo! Sark down.
All cloth and two-handed weapons.
Oh, Ix, isn't that your best in slot stick?
Totally.
Jesus Christ.
Come to find out his mic was muted, or his fucking headset was muted the whole time.
Nice stick, bro.
Go, can we get a summon stone, please?
What am I missing? Nice stick, bro.
Hey, Zax.
Did they get that summon?
No, no one. It didn't. Nothing.
Oh my god. We dropped the closet, we just didn't use it then apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you summoned Derek. You just don't want me. So I'll just go eat dinner.
I actually clicked on it, and just nobody clicked portal, I guess.
I clicked on it too.
Yeah, because I clicked Derek first, and then I had Zilly, and then I know she was busy eating.
Take cauldron potions, people.
Yep, everybody get your potion.
Can I just
It
say
just
my
disappeared.
mythic build, Mark, for raids? Or
Yeah, kinda. I mean,
I like it more.
there's a few bosses that are completely single target that you could change to if you wanted to, but
If anybody did not get potions, let me know. I've got 20 on me.
yeah, please, Jill.
I got 42 if anybody needs them.
Thank you.
Alright, Katie is sorted.
Hang on, I had to grab a blanket. My nipples are hard.
Just put a fucking shirt on.
What does a hard pancake look like? Does it shrink?
Kinda. Man, I want pancakes now.
You can have my pancakes anytime.
Pour syrup all over those bad boys.
Yeah, I don't like pancakes.
Sticky
Oh my God,
flapjacks.
pancakes are great.
Alright, I think we're all here, so Knight, do you want to do a quick reminder, people? While I make sure everyone's good.
Alright, for in phase 1, just remember you have to get rid of your oppressing howl debuff. If you look at the raid frames, the group that's clearing your debuff off first, which is going to be that big beam of light that's basically mass disintegration. It'll be a big blue pillar, and then a couple people will get arrows. Remember, if you're marked, you gotta back up so people can stand in between the pillar and you, so that way they can get rid of their debuffs. Ultimately, you take less damage doing that than getting pelted multiple times by the frontal flame breath, and this phase doesn't last long enough for it to matter. So group 1, 3, and 5, you're clearing your debuffs first, and then group 2, 4, and 6, we're clearing our debuffs the second mass disintegration. And then just remember, we're not assigning people to pick up the bombs. It's 2 big glowing pillars. It looks just like the raid markers, but they're dark, dark purple, and if you look into the sky, if you think you see a purple cylinder, there's going to be a giant purple void bomb coming down very slowly to the floor. If you see it, just grab it, and then when it turns into those little void, they're not portals, I guess they're more void zones. They'll be mostly the color of this center void pool in the middle. And if you stand in it, you'll get sucked in to the in-between really, really fast. So if you have the bomb, you want to make sure that's where you stay in there until the bomb explodes, or pick up the bomb and then wait until the bomb has 10 seconds or less on it, then go stand in there, the void puddle, and you'll get sucked in about 2 seconds. And then you explode in there, and you pick up to 10 of the little white teardrops, and then you got to pick up the 3 rotating arcane swirlies that are going to be in there. Each person sees their own. You're not stealing anything from anybody, and you only have 20 seconds to pick up 10 tiers and those 3 zones. So if you can't do all that in 10 seconds, grab up to at least 6 or 7 tiers and then get out. Fast classes, we don't have to worry about it. You can pick up 10 every single time because you're speedy. And then phase 2, same thing, gotta pick up bombs still. And then every time he does Abyssal Breath, if anybody wants to try to keep track of this for yourself, we don't really need a call for it, is if you watch for the Abyssal Breath timer, after the breath is done is when the ads spawn. So if you want to save your cleaving or your short cooldowns for when there's 7 targets up, look for the Abyssal Breath.
Do you think this boss fight is more like single target or add targets, or like single target plus?
It's more single target with light cleave.
Icy Veins has a passive cleave build they recommend for this.
Because it's only gonna happen. He's only gonna spawn ads like every 40 seconds or so, every 40-45 seconds, and the ads don't stay alive very long when they do spawn, because the teardrops that you're getting from the in-between give everybody a haste buff, and the couple of people who are taking advantage of doing it repeatedly, the ads just melt in less than 10 seconds. So if you don't have enough AoE that you can pump out in about 10 seconds, it's probably better for you just to stay more single target. And then in phase 3, for most people, when he does the ability Scouring Eternity, you need to make sure that you stand behind one of the meteor crashes. They're going to be giant spikes just littered throughout the room, and we have to do the soak. I have well, assuming it doesn't clutter too much of the screen, I have a tracker. The problem that we were having with this, we were dying at the same point every single time, is too many people are getting Oblivion stacks, and you're not going down and resetting them by going into the in-between. Originally, the thought was it's the Void Bombs. The Void Bombs were always getting picked up, and the Void Bombs only deal damage to people when they're not picked up, to people within 12 yards of the bomb falling. It's not room-wide AoE. So all the people who were getting obliterated in that phase 3 at about 5.5 minutes, it's because all of you are taking 70 to 80,000 damage a second because you have 6 or 7 Oblivion stacks and you're not standing in the little gray swirlies that are all over the floor in phase 3 and getting sucked into the in-between. That's how you have to get sucked in there. You have to stand in those little swirls in that phase, so it gives you 5 stacks, and then you get sucked down to wipe away your Oblivion and have it start over. So I have a little tracker thing that's going to appear in my screen when we get into that phase, and anytime somebody has 6 or more, I'm going to tell you you need to reset your Oblivion stacks. If you don't, you're probably going to die. Either way, that solves the objective of not needing to heal you, right?
I like it.
So, and the other damage that was happening in phase 3 is from an ability called, what is it called? It is called, where did I see it? I think it's Hurtling Barrage. Yeah, Hurtling Barrage. So in phase 3, the entire raid, obviously aside from giant things in the middle you can't stand in, we always want to be in this center thing. the entire time. This is where you want to stay when we're not hiding for the giant explosion. If you get targeted and you get a little arrow above your head, you need to go to either circle or star, because he's going to summon mirror images of himself that do a charge, and it will pass through everybody. So if you get an arrow above your head, you need to go to circle or star while the rest of the raid stays in the middle. And then obviously if the floor starts filling with ooze, the goal is just get the fuck out of where the raid is, so that way the rest of us aren't getting attacked. We also shouldn't get knocked off the platform when things explode if we're inside the middle.
Alright. Everybody was ready?
That's a lot of information. Are you able to like call out like each step at a time while we do this?
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah. The first phase, there's only 2 things going on, so.
Okay.
I just follow the chicken. I try to do what the chicken does.
Group 1, get ready of your debuff. Make sure you're gonna get hit by that. Group 2, 2 seconds. If you still have a pressing howl, you need to get hit by this Friar Blast when it happens. Get ready for phase switch.
Fix, go.
We're all gonna get sucked into the in-between here. And make sure you get the tick of this totem if you want a speed boost going in. Bombs are up. Pebbles and Stromus. Rober. You gotta wipe your stacks. Pebbles and Illy. Defy. Illy, you still got 6.
Where do I go to clear him?
You gotta stand in the void zone.
Understood. Go on, yeah, underneath. Go get your little haystacks.
So go stand in the
Big
little
blue circle.
blue circle, yeah.
Skatono's got 8. Golgan 6. Bombs are up.
He takes reduced damage here.
Here comes phase 3. After this pushing around and everything, get just close to triangle. Don't stand in that. Skatono 7.
Are we hearing here?
Yep. Group up for this. Group up. We got a soak. Skatono, Delphina, Zex, Illy, Zilly. Wipe your stacks.
Stand in the little swirly things on the ground and you'll wipe your stack.
Pallister, Pebbles, Trey, and Ix.
Yeah, so during these phases, if you see the little gray swirlies on the ground that are popping up as things fall from the sky, you get hit by those. That's how you get your stacks up. It'll pop you down to the lower realm. You do the same thing as you did in that intermission between phase 1 and phase 2.
So I tried to go below right when he was doing the blast back. I'm like, okay, let me do this while he's casting. And so I stepped up into the swirls near those rock pillars.
Alistair,
And
can you battle res Zexius, please? Or Zexi, no, never mind.
And I was still behind the rock, but it didn't send me down. I got blasted back. So I guess if you're too close to those rocks, it ends up being
the rocks explode.
Oh, that would do it.
And the void puddles actually around the rocks don't give you any stacks at all. So the only thing in that phase that'll give you random stacks is if you happen to get targeted by the Hurt League Barrage. It'll give you and anybody that's in that line when the mirror images rush through. That'll contribute to your Oblivion stacks. Otherwise, the only thing that should is if you are standing in the residuals of the void bombs when they get picked up, and or those little motes. So going into that phase, everybody needs to be cautious about not getting hit by anything aside from the group soak that we're splitting that big void damage from.
But as a reminder, as soon as it goes down, you have to get out. We took a group damage soak, but then it leads a huge pool that we all take damage as we stand in it, so a lot of people just sat there and took damage, and that's where people died.
For the rocks that explode at the end of the breath, what's the range on that? Is like if you're out of the puddle, you're fine, or you need to be further?
Let me look.
Yep, Strumus. It's down.
Guildbank?
Yep.
What did I say, Guildbank?
It looks like it's 200 yards, so it'll beam everybody on the platform.
Man, what are those magma shells?
Is there any other questions? We just kill it once, right? Like we were
One time.
24% to fully done, right?
Correct.
Okay, great. So let's get this shit done.
Yeah, because I think that's everything, right?
Did we talk about the Void Blast stack? So like melee DPS don't stand where the tanks are facing the boss because you'll get hit by his like AoE, and then you'll get stacks. They'll expire and they'll blow up and kill all red. So
yeah, he does a frontal in that third phase. Is that thing that the tanks do the swapping for becomes a frontal attack in that phase.
They're over there.
No
Where?
question is
Oh,
a
they're
stupid
there,
question,
thank
so
you.
if anyone's not understanding something, I ask the dumbest questions all the time, so never feel bad.
Group 1, 3 seconds. Group 2, 3 seconds. Comes the phase change.
Fix you.
In the very last phase, is there no way to go down if you get too many stacks?
There's little like grayish purple swirls that are going on all over the place. If you get hit by one, it gives you 5 stacks.
Son of a piece of shit. My bad.
Here comes bombs.
Whoa.
Well, that would be the ad interrupts.
Good jump off.
Yeah, go and jump off. I do believe Fixin is a soulstone, correct, Fixin?
Yeah.
Don't release.
Yeah, so yeah, the little swirls give you stacks, but there's no way to go down at that point.
Yeah.
Quite correct.
Yeah, when you hit 10 stacks, you drop. You go into them.
So if you get hit by 2 of those swirls, you'll get sucked into the in-between.
So I feel like I'm
Oh.
downstairs a lot longer than other people are. Are people understanding that each one of those little things that you run over gives you a haste buff?
Yep.
Like 2%?
Yeah, you want to get
getting
it close
10.
close to 10, say 7 to 10, and then get out.
So Jim is having me step on the, like, there's 3 really big circles down there. So he's
Yeah.
having me step on 2 big circles, then run around and collect some of the little ones, and then step on the 3rd one to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So if
You
you're not
don't
doing
need to
that-
go down though. Like if you don't have stacks, like you're not trying to clear stacks and you still have a buff.
I
There's
mean,
no reason to
when
go
we
down.
all go down.
But yeah, that's it. It's when you get the 3rd big circle, you come back up, and so you just want to get 10 drops between going down and come back up. And when we come back up, please let Larry or I get the boss and interrupt before, so you don't get squished.
So thank you for clarifying, because I was misunderstanding. I thought I had to step into something to make me go down. Just as soon as I get 10, I'll go down. So if I'm sitting at 8, get hit on purpose, go down, I'm good to come back.
Right. So at the end of phase 1, everybody goes down, but if you get high stacks on the other stage, that's when Mike's gonna be like, go stand in something and go down.
Yeah, in phase 2, the easy way to do it is the 2 big purple void circles. It ticks you 1 stack at a time, but it happens rapidly. And then in phase 3, you have to get hit by the little purplish gray swirlies that are all over the place, and they're going to be pelted through that entire phase constantly. So you just have to find one and stand in it, and then you'll get hit and you'll immediately get 5 stacks.
Blue buff in the back.
Basically, stand in bad when your name is called out. Stand in bad, or do it proactively if you're paying attention to your own.
or if you just want the haste buff.
Group 1, get cleared.
We res Zilly.
You cleared too much. Group 2, 3 seconds.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what that was.
Moving them.
Phase swap.
Fix.
Bombs are up. Vixen and Zex. New bombs. And phase swap.
Stay out of the swirlies unless you're trying to go down.
Soak this. Dropping speed totem to get out. Healer cooldown as soon as it goes off. Fixin' Danae, Ix,
I would drop down.
Stromus.
I was standing in the light pink stuff with a bunch of other people, and as soon as the ability stopped, we all died anyways.
I don't know if there are any healers alive at that point.
For the breath attack, would it be better if people stood in swirlies and just dropped down?
Say again?
So, seems like everybody's getting wiped out when he does like the wind attack where you gotta hide behind the rocks. Would it be better if people just stood in swirlies and went down and wasn't there for it?
A lot of people can, you just can't have everybody, because there has to be targets for his other abilities. He'll evade out if everybody goes down, or too many people go down.
Is the only way to get blown off the platform and die, or just from you? If you don't hide, you're also taking damage, unnecessary damage.
You take a whole lot of damage if during that hide phase. It'll do, what does it say? It inflicts 2,736,000 damage if you're not hiding behind one of the rocks.
I don't know if I've been dead already then, because I haven't had an opportunity to hide yet, so I might have been dead before both times.
Yeah, probably.
I just asked Jim, we have to hide, and he rolled his eyes at me, but I haven't had to do it yet, so.
Group 1, 3 seconds. Group 2, 3 seconds. Phase change.
Oh, there's fire everywhere.
Not anymore.
Ooh.
Bombs. New bombs. Hats are up. Gotta try to group these together. Trey, you got 6.
Okay, remember, as
Also got
soon as
ball.
it hits, get out.
Oh, I'm down.
Delphina, Scatono.
Almost back, Larry.
Hide 4 seconds. Go, go, go. And come out. Jen, Bonkers, Defy Hoppy. Anguish.
Don't release. Fixing as a soul stone.
We survived longer.
Same percentage though.
Don't
isn't it?
release. Fixing as a soul stone.
We're 5% lower. Strange situation. So if you have the bomb when he's doing that cast that pushes you back and you have to hide, what the fuck are you supposed to do?
You gotta get the bomb and then try to get hit by those little swirlies faster than his cast, basically.
Okay, that's what I was trying to do. I'm running against the fucking wind trying to get to the gray blob. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a poor overlap of abilities that he has.
Got it. So don't grab the bomb if you're slow.
Are we leaving too many of those pillars up or something?
Just when the group soak happens, it'll suck any of them that are close to it, basically. It doesn't have to be on them, like the Zergle doesn't have to be touching them, but the ones that are close to him. So like if we were able to potentially drag it quickly close to like a bigger cluster, then it would suck a bunch of them. Which is mainly why like we should be staying as close to triangle as we can, because the rocks that he's dropping are always going to be on this backside, like where we're standing now.
One other thing, we clarified last week that the ore that's around the rock does not add stacks, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The only thing the aura does around the rock is it does 150,000 shadow damage to nearby players every 2 seconds if you stand in it.
Got it. So lick the pole.
Food buff in the back.
Oh, 1 sec, let me eat.
Don't go then.
I don't go
Leroy Jenkins. No, I was kidding.
You know my real name is Leroy, right?
That fits.
Go.
Prove it.
Prove
Is your
it.
last name Jenkins?
Show me your ID and your passport and your social security ID and your bank account ID.
In order.
Date of birth. Mother's maiden name too. We need that for sure.
My first pet.
Group 1 clear. Group 2, 3 seconds.
Moving them.
Zex, use your mini when we go about to transition out.
Phase swap.
Right here.
Phase transition.
Everybody's gonna pull us in. Big purple thing on the ground. We're gonna run out of it.
If you get the group soak on you, get as close to triangle as you can without standing in the rocks, basically.
And everybody else stack with that person. Except melee, I guess, can stay on the boss. Bring that over. That's you fix. Get out of that.
Pallister Anguish Zilly. Go hide now. Hide now.
Remember, don't be too close to them.
And go back to the middle.
Zilly, go.
Defensives if you got them.
House-stones.
Much better.
Get out of this, and if you get the group soak, go to circle. Interrupt. They're gonna scream in 6. I got this one.
Beware.
New bombs. Need an interrupt.
On the wrong side, Lily.
Katie, go.
I'm not in range.
Yeah, I know. I
Stromus, Illy,
can't
Rober.
within there.
I found a way through. Going now.
Remember, don't get meleeed. I'm watching people get meleeed. Hide behind one of these. There's a gap.
Near Reno.
Oh, got blasted right off.
You want anybody up?
Get Katie up.
I'm in the swirly.
I got you. Going up.
Okay.
Get Skatono up.
You got 45 seconds before you have to
Got it.
hide again. Jim, you have 6.
I've got the bomb, so I'm trying to go down.
Yeah. Oof.
Beware.
Better.
Yeah.
Nice try, guys. Good.
Sitting there trying to pop a bop, but I hit my R button first, so instead of I'm typing Wii U to Jim.
Oh, wee oh.
My kids say this all day. Wee you, wee you, wee you.
In that last phase, if you're in front of him, are all of his auto attacks cleave?
So the only thing he does, any of his auto attacks, it goes from a tank only thing in phase 1 and 2 to a cleave every time he swings. So yeah.
So can we put marks on Larry and I so people know to
I
stay
had
away?
marks on us, but I think they got reused.
Yeah,
so.
it marks the ads that he spawns when he does the breath.
So there was a time where like all the shit was all in the middle, like all in a straight line, and then half of the group was like just sitting there, like while like the boss was out. Is there like a way to keep like an opening area kind of like clear, or is it all just luck?
So the placement of those rocks is luck. What we need to do is make sure we get that first, which it didn't happen obviously because it wasn't on green, but the first soak we get, we need to make sure that we're basically as close to green as we can, because then that would have gotten rid of probably 4 of those rocks. Basically, the amount of rocks that stay up, they all do ticking raid damage. So since the group soak only comes every, I think it's 50 seconds, 50 or 55 seconds. He's going to do 2 of those in between each one. And since we didn't clear any on that first one, we just had too many. Like, it wasn't, like, nobody had stacks. Like, I have a counter. The only person after that first hide that got 6 stacks was Jim. And that was after all of us had died. Nobody had any stacks at all that whole time. Everybody, which is why we survived, obviously. Nobody was taking AoE. But yeah, we need to make sure that we're getting close enough to one of these 3 marks based on when I'll say what mark we want the soak next to, because that'll get the most amount of those rocks out of the way. But that last soak where we lost 5 or 6 extra people, it's because we didn't have a pathway. There was just too many rocks.
Yeah.
But like 4 people got meleeed while we were doing really good. He was like sub 20%, and I was watching people get punched in the face and no mechanics were happening.
So one thing y'all would find funny, my son came up and asked me to tuck him in, and he's like, "What are all those color things on there?" I'm like, "That's to help us." And he's like, "So it's a star, a triangle, and a coin?" I'm like, yes, they are.
That's better than calling it a nipple, though.
That is not. Don't you ever say that again.
Just wasted wings.
Group 1, get ready. Group 2, get ready. Phase switch.
Bomb going down, 1. Bomb going down, 2.
Moving out.
Ready to interrupt him in 3 seconds. Phase change.
want the first one to go knight to triangle still?
Yep, as close to triangle as you can without standing and stuff.
Perfect, it's on me.
I'll speed us out here.
Alright, see where the pillars
Defensives.
are. They're on opposite sides.
Delphina and Bonkers, everybody else hide. Go back to the middle. Ooh. Hurling barrage in 5. Remember, just take those to the sides. You don't want to be in front of the boss still. The ads need to be interrupted in 5 seconds. Pebbles, Larry, and Stromus. You're all at 6. Ads need to be interrupted in 2 seconds if they're still alive. Bombs in 2.
Did we go back early? Because we lost a lot of people.
Yeah, I
We
think
had
so.
3 healers dead there for a minute. I forgot I was on push to talk. I kept saying something.
Well, no, like the breath went and then everyone came out and then we lost like 7 at once.
Yeah.
I think we just came out early.
Yes, I think so too.
Aspects watch over you. Guard against chaos.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Oh, you ass.
No wonder I keep dying. You know what I'm missing? My music. Oh my god, no wonder I was like, dude, why is it so quiet? Like, oh,
Concentrating too hard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
your Oops All Tequila playlist.
dude, no, it's more like Boys to Men and Vanilla Ice.
Boys to men back again.
Yeah. All right. I'm sitting up straight. I'm stretching. We're gonna get this one, you guys. I feel it. This is a pull right here. This is
I
it.
like it. It's easy.
Yeah. You know it's serious when you sit up in your chair. You know what I'm talking about? Like we're all slouching, and then like right before the pull, we're all sitting up.
Yeah.
And then
Superman
you realize
pose.
by the end of the boss fight, you realize you're slouching. So sit up, you bitches. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Tired of carrying asses. Except for you, Hoppy. You're alright.
So actually, it looks like what screwed us up is somebody picked up the bomb and didn't go down. We got hit by Void Surge is what chunked us during the hide. And Void Surge is what happens when the bomb dies or somebody who has the bomb died.
Okay, that'll do it.
Group 1, 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Moving.
Phase change.
Bomb 1. Bomb 2.
Phase change.
Remember, push back, suck in, big purple thing to run out of.
Sit up.
Get out of that. Then the pillars go down, then person with the big thing takes it towards triangle, hopefully. I guess, yeah, triangle.
Close to triangle.
Mish, come back. Good.
Defensives.
Get Lee up. Yeah, spare res. Bomb.
Hide.
Whoever had a bomb, get down.
Jen, get in the light.
Get back to the middle.
Alistair, use War Mastery.
You guys are good. The bomb exploded. It only killed 2 of us.
Knight, get up.
I can't.
Res
Line
Knight.
him up.
Yep.
I never got to be res either.
Need a character name, not a person's name.
Night Wolf and
Night
Ix.
Wolf.
Get ready for bombs.
Make sure you're using your pots, guys.
Bombs. If you get it, you need to go down really fast.
Second bomb.
There, you take it.
I was resetting.
Get ready. You're gonna have to go around to star to hide. And whoop, that was a bomb.
I think that was actually my Void Slash.
Oh, it was Void Blast. Yeah.
I was off on the edge. I guess not far enough.
The aspects have returned.
It's okay, Pallister. We have to be better with that.
He said Knight. It wasn't a real name.
I heard Lee the first time. I don't know who Lee is.
And there's two of them, so.
Yeah, it's like you get Ix or Stromos, you're good.
At that point, there was only one person dead, so.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll be better.
Good talk.
I blame Jim for that. It was Jim's fault. We could have.
He's slouching.
But yeah.
Who had that bomb at the end that killed like 12 people?
It was actually the tank. It had too many stacks.
I got you.
Void Slash does 25% of the total damage the tank is taken based on how many stacks the tank has. So, if we look, it hit everybody for almost 200,000. And the people that died just happened to not be at full health. They were all at 80, 75, 60. Otherwise, everybody's doing good with their Oblivion stacks. Only 2 people had high at that point, and that I'm assuming that was the people who got the bombs because they cleared it faster than I could say anything.
I was chasing down little gray swirls.
Running down a drain.
As soon as we've killed this guy, we don't have to come back to normal.
Group 1 clear. Group 2 clear.
Moving.
Phase switch.
2.
Phase switch? Still triangle for the big soak.
Take that into the.
Wait, no, to the triangle, to the triangle. It's a great grip. Katie, go.
Hide. Skatono, Hoppy, and Mish after this.
I have a bomb. I can try to get. I'm trying to get out. I had nowhere to go.
So if I get the stacks too high, right? I stand in the shit, right?
Yep.
Yes.
The little swirls.
Yeah, little
But then
swirls only.
I tried to stand in it, but then like I was like dying and I wasn't like teleporting back in the thing. Is that correct?
I mean, I tried to
Were
do
you
it
standing in the?
in phase 2, and it did nothing to me but kill me too.
Yeah, the little swirly. Same.
You're not talking about the big purple one, right? The small swirly one that drops from the sky.
Yeah, the small grayish ones is what Jim was telling me to do, but I've never successfully gone down in phase 3 by doing that. So are we sure on that?
Yep.
Yep.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, it does a chunk of damage, so you do need to like pop a defensive if you have it.
Okay. I suppose all of you that are taking bombs, that's how you're going down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit buggy. It takes me like 3 or 4 sometimes. It's only supposed to take you 2, I think.
Well, take a break right now.
It's supposed to give you 5 stacks. That's what the actual ability on the tooltip says. Each one gives you 5. So theoretically, if you get hit by 2, it should suck you into the in-between.
So I had. So the wall came up. We were all running to go to the lights, and I had the bomb. I was looking for swirls to stand in or something, and I had nothing.
I pretty much threw myself off the edge.
Yeah, I mean, I was almost at that point.
Yeah, we are, Katie.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I didn't realize I had the bomb until I started moving towards the rocks. I'm like, oh shit, I got the bomb.
There is definitely a reduced amount, Kurt. I think it's pretty much like what's residual from the transition.
So for anybody who is more curious, since a couple people keep asking, I posted a video of somebody in the Raid Mythic videos thing, and if you go to 5 minutes and 11 seconds, she's standing right next to the bomb pillar, and you can, if you just follow it, you'll see what that guy does, and you'll see him during the hide. He'll run basically towards where the boss is, and then you'll see him vanish into the in between with the bomb over his head, while everybody else is hiding.
Oh, okay.
And then I think we're actually going to move the marks, because according to this, it's if we can keep everybody right on top of each other, I think we can sort of determine where those rocks are going to spawn. Because ours are spawning at the same spot every time, and theirs spawned like in the middle. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, because we have to run a heck of a way for the rocks.
That's the problem. Is it's just the space between the edge of the room and these rocks.
Well, yeah, and on one of those we got punted off of the edge too because it was so close.
I think the part of it as well is that we are spread so far out. Like we got 10 people one side, 10 people the other side, 3 people in the middle, 4 people out back. If we move together more as an actual like group, that can also help determine that, from what I've been seeing in a lot of different videos. Like a lot of groups just have like the entire range group move together. Because like even those flame circles we get like right off the bat, we can determine where those are placed and move out of them easier too. So they're not like one on one side, one on the other. If we are stacked up well enough, we can put one down, slightly move, and the other one will place like almost damn near right next to it.
That's good to know. Although you're asking me to stack up.
Yeah, well, you keep following your chicken, Jen.
I do like my chicken.
I know it's not like my spot to say anything for that, but that's what I've noticed from a lot of videos, so I just figured I'd pass that along if that's something we want to try or not.
Oh, you guys should always feel welcome to share thoughts.
Or we just have the range all stack on Jen. Problem solved.
Yeah, follow
no, because
me.
Jen doesn't know where to move to.
Exactly, follow me. Just for one pull, just follow me. It'll be quick, I promise. It only hurt a little.
I would say mark me, but I blink out of mechanics last second, so that's not a good idea either.
Yeah, I'm going into the in-between too many times to mark myself. So I can spam earthquakes to keep those ads stun locked as much as I can. Since it triggers them to knock them down.
Yeah, I'll try to get more of the bombs. I've been trying to, like, if it's within range of my blink, I'll just blink underneath it to catch it right away.
If you say my name, or you say like Bonkers Thunderstorm, I can AoE knock up. I've just kind of been using it willy nilly. But if you want me to start holding it so you can call for it, I can.
Oh, it's fine. They do it so infrequently that it's like, realistically, if I see the first one and it's going off, then I'm thunderstorming, and then the next one I capacitor totem. That I just go into the in between to get the haste, so I can spam chain lightning and drop earthquakes, so I can stun lock them all in place basically, and then that way everybody can just cleave. So my earthquake knocks them over. Because they only try to do the scream like once every 20 seconds. It's the one going from the phase transition is usually that worst one, because there's a lot of shit going on and we can attack the ads before going from phase 2 to phase 3, and then when they get all split up all weird, that's what blew us up that one time. But the screams only killed us one time, so it's not a big issue. It's mostly just controlling these bombs, and if we can get these rocks to drop like this chick's in her videos, that'd be really helpful if we can get all the rocks to be in the middle, because then we could have less of a distance to run to line of sight.
Oh no, bad news. I finished off my Woodford at the beginning of raid.
You did a what?
Bourbon. I'm out of bourbon.
Oh.
Woodford Reserve.
Yep.
Hell yeah, it's good with my whiskey sour.
Mm-hmm.
They make that just down the road from me.
Oh, cool. Although it's getting so warm, I might move to my warm weather drink soon. If you've ever had Ting, it's a Jamaican grapefruit soda. Ting and rum is really refreshing.
So, and basically the only thing, since you're here, Trey, I don't know if Larry's back or if he's still AFK.
I'm here.
So when we're going from phase 2 to phase 3, try to drag him, try to keep him on Skull, so that way we can get that void thing to drop. If you can get him closer to the edge without getting blown off, then the further up towards Skull we can get that void circle to drop, then that means the entire raid can stop around Triangle, and we can try to bait these stupid rocks to drop a little bit closer.
Okay.
And see if they'll actually target us. If they still get flung to the back of the room, then I'm assuming it's something Blizzard changed. But if it's targeting people, then it'd be a lot better if we could have them closer.
I noticed that between like 3 of our pulls, the further back we were, the further back the rocks went, and the closer we were, like how you say we want to be on triangle usually. If he's done pulling us and we're about triangle, it's dropping them like just on the back side of this circle, like right about here where I'm standing right now.
Yeah.
Halfway between is where it's dropping them. So what you're saying would actually probably help quite a bit with being able to get back here.
Yeah, because I'd rather have, like, for the group up explosion thing too, is I'd rather have be able to like have us group up and soak it circle and leave ones in the center if we could get them there, because that would be easier for line of sighting for everybody. But the big cluster, they seem to be spreading out, and to get rid of the most of them, we have to drop it on green.
Yeah, because otherwise it looks like we just keep getting a line of like 6 of them across here initially.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's both of those attempts, the 4% and the 11. If we had more room, then we wouldn't have lost people to getting blown off. But when they're back here all the way on the edge, we end up with people who get too close to them, and then we lose half the people due to getting blown off.
Lee, let us know when you're good.
Is there a way to pull this community down into the user interface?
You can. It's just like a chat channel. You can make it like 1-3 or anything like that. Just like the old healer chat.
There's a drop down on the guilds and communities thing to add it to general.
Okay, I think I got it here.
Yeah? Sweet.
Yep. Alright, I think I'm good to go.
Alright, on the tanks.
Would you stop that?
Stop what?
The early pull.
Group 1 clear. Group 2 clear.
Katie, or Pastor, go.
Phase transition.
Fix, it's yours.
Phase transition.
And you want us doing anything different or no?
We're gonna try
Just
to take them on
everybody's.
skull.
Yeah, they're gonna try to tank, so everybody else will scoot forward. All right, now stand pretty much right on triangle. Yay!
Nice.
That answers our question.
That's significantly easier.
So we don't want to blow up triangle, by the way. So don't go near that. Get away from the middle.
Yep,
There you go. Where you're at's good.
Daily, go.
Defensives.
Bombs are up, guys.
Hide.
Get in the light.
Come out. And don't be near the rocks.
Just jump off.
You'd say jump off?
Yep.
Okay.
That was much better for the positioning for phase 3, and I think it'll also make it easier for people not getting hit by the cleave.
But we can't forget to pick up the bombs.
Yeah, the bomb exploded is what hit us there at the end.
Yeah, because both of them were up. Nobody picked them up.
I'll just I'll grab every bomb that I can. Like, just expect me to grab one every single time.
Yeah, I've been trying, but if they're too
Sometimes
far
they
across
spawn.
the platform, I'm not going all the way over there for it. Like, there's definitely been people closer than where I've been.
Sometimes they spawn on people too.
Yeah, if you see the purple pillar, that's a bomb, and if you're already standing under it, just grab it and go. It's much
Jim told me
easier.
I'm not allowed.
Okay, if you're not Jen and you see the purple pillar, just
offered.
grab it.
I tried, you guys. I was like, this makes sense. I'm low DPS. I should be doing. He's like, no.
But the thing with going down is you can gain haste, so people doing like more damage, it probably actually benefits more to go down and grab the bomb and do all that.
I mean, you could put your back to the swirly that you need to get down below and just say disengage.
I tried.
Disengage into the.
He told me I'll end up wiping the raid in phase 3 if I start doing bombs. That's what he told me. We don't sugarcoat things in our house.
It does sound about right.
Yeah, let's be careful with precasts too.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I don't think we've actually pulled Sark once on pull timer. So not one person in particular, but consistently everybody. So let's wait for the tanks, please.
Yeah, we're not having any problems in phase 1 and 2. Just give us a sec.
Yeah, like if you have a 2.3 second precast, just cast it at 2. Don't even try to like get that perfect between the second timing.
People do that?
Alright, let's go.
Wow.
I do. It actually maximizes my DPS by about 10k.
I never want to be that elite. No offense on you or anything. It's just too much thinking. And math.
Jen, you're a hunter. You don't have to be good.
You will when she goes as marksman.
Oh yeah, Jen playing marksman. That's one.
Alright, clear chat.
Group 1 clear. Group 2 clear.
Moving.
Faster, use yours.
Phase change.
Bomb 1 going down. Bomb 2 going down.
Isaac and Wintertime.
Bomb 1.
Phase
Bomb
switch.
2. Bomb 2 still down. Thank you.
So just keep the soak on the boss, or to the left where the boss is. Don't drag it to these. So scoot up.
Move to the boss. Katie, go.
Defensives.
Going.
Go ahead, hide.
Dropping mine.
Remember, don't be right up near them. Alright, get out.
Oh, between pillars.
Do we take damage at the end of the hide based on how many pillars are up? Because I took a ton the last couple of pulls.
We're getting a bomb is going off basically every time now at that point. So if you look at deaths, aside from the couple people who got astral eruption, means you were too close to the rocks after the channel was ended. But Void Surge means we got blasted, which is what chunks everybody down to about 60-50%. And then after you get Void Surge, it applies stacks of Oblivion, and we all had 6+ stacks basically at that point. And so we all got chunked for about 80k, and then at 6 to 7 stacks, Oblivion is ticking for 70k a second.
So it's the bomb.
Yeah, the bomb is going off because either the people picking them up can't go down, or the person who is picking up the bomb is dying. And if they die up top, it explodes and hits all of us.
Do you always have to use a defensive when you get the bomb?
No, holding the bomb itself doesn't do any damage to you. It's the 2 swirly things you gotta stand in that'll hit for about 60 to 70k. And then when the bomb explodes, when you're in the in-between, it does no damage to you. It nullifies it completely.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you stay in there. So like, it takes 20 seconds from when you pick the bomb up for the bomb to explode, and then you also have 20 seconds to pick up your 3 souls. So just watch the bomb timer, which should be just solid dark purple on your timer. And then as soon as the bomb explodes, just make sure you've already got 2 of your souls. At that point, it should just be make sure you've got 2 out of 3 of the souls. Wait for the bomb to tick and come out, more so than run around, get the tears, and then beat the soul timer. Because the 2 timers are never going to sync up together. You should always have less on the bomb than the time it takes for you to get out.
Yeah, and if you have a hard time seeing your debuffs, you, when you're down there, are pretty, like, transparent. If you are glowing dark purple while you're down there, you still have the bomb on you. Like, you can very easily tell the difference between if you have it or don't have it while you're down there.
Like the bomb is what's taking people out. Like we're getting into, even when before we were sticking the things in triangle, what's killing us is the bomb going off that same time in the middle of that mechanic. And it's just too much of an overlap. Like once we all get chunked by the bomb to half health and everybody's got 6 stacks of that oblivion, it's just not it's basically not healable. Like if we saved all healer cooldowns and everything, probably could brute force through it, but that's not what you should have to do. It's just that one overlap. Like we survived at that one time and got to 4% with the rocks all dropping in stupid spots. So we just have to survive the weird overlap of everything happening, and then everything gets set on separate timers, and it's not nearly as chaotic. It's just this one transition where all 4 abilities happen simultaneously, and then after that they're all on different timers. Hides every 40 or 50 seconds, bombs are every 35, so there's way more time in between after this first time.
Okay, we're good.
Alright guys, stay alive.
Group 1 clear.
House to go.
Group 2.
Go now.
Phase transition.
Fix it's yours. Bomb 1. Bomb 2.
phase change. Gonna take the soak to circle. I just marked it. Go to
That's
circle.
Northman.
Zilly and Defy. Hide. Don't be right on it. Back up a little bit. Come out. Pallister, Hoppy, and Rober.
Katie, go.
I got teleported.
Golgan, Ix, Mish, and Illy. Bombs.
Get me up. Siva.
Gotcha.
Nice use, Pastor.
Hide. Oh man. Come out. Ooh. Bombs and 6. Trey, you have 8, but
Bomb 2.
Rober's got 6.
I'm gonna go down.
Defy and
Yeah.
Bonkers. Or Defy, sorry.
Second bomb.
We're gonna do a small micro change. See if we can try to bait something, because not getting another group bomb to like wipe some of those out sucks for that long of a duration between those abilities.
By the way, one thing I've noticed, the phase 3 Void Slash on tanks, there's no outranging it, so like we can say like right next to the tank it does the same damage to the group. We can say right next to the boss.
You're talking about the countdown for the blast?
Yeah, it's the same ability. So I think Deadly Boss One was just saying like run out, but there's no circle, there's no swirl, and that was the one that Knight talked about for like phase 3 having like a 200-yard range.
Well, I mean, there was definitely definitely an indicator on my screen.
Oh yeah, I got a countdown. I don't get a circle on phase 3.
No, I got a circle in phase 3.
Yes, I think the circle doesn't matter in phase 3 is what's happening.
So
because it does
essentially,
damage across
though,
the whole thing.
if that's the case, then when we get that, we should just go down, see if that takes away that raid damage.
You could try that actually. That might work. It just kind of, I think you have to anticipate a little bit for you guys, don't you?
Yeah, but we
So,
you
I
can
mean,
just
it's
look at your debuff and see the timer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you get a void slash and then it's instantly. You got like 6 seconds to see if you can go down.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you could probably try that. That might work.
It's a small adjustment going from
Oh, okay.
phase 2 into phase 3. When we're getting out of that circle, so melee, tanks, healers, you guys all are still going to stand on triangle. All range DPS, we're going to go stand on star so we can bait some of these things away. And then what we're going to do is we're going, if we get them on star, which is the hope that it picks one of the 9 of us, or I think 9 of us, since Jen left. If we get any rock over here, we're going to use our group soak to blow up the ones on green, because it seems like we just don't. We need that center path for the second time we have to hide.
So wait, are you asking the tanks to move to circle now or keep it skull?
No. So this is just the transition. So when he does that big blue circle soak and everybody's got to run out of it, I want the group to stack on green. So you can go back to skull after the explosion happens. We're just doing this to bait the rocks. Unless you guys are running somewhere different during that, I'm not really paying attention to where you guys are running.
I've been staying close to skull, so I'm there for picking them up. So I don't think.
Oh, you just sit in it?
Yeah, I don't think Larry and I are getting targeted for the spikes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then if you're
no,
not,
I
then
mean,
you don't have to worry about it.
I get out. Yeah, I'm pretty much, as soon as that big void circle ends, I'm pretty much right on skull.
Yeah, then you guys are fine if it's not picking you guys. And I'll remind everybody as it's happening too. So healers and melee, you guys will all stay on green just like normal after that explosion. And all the range DPS, I'll remind us all to go to star so we can split these, blow up half of them. Basically just trying to make it so we have a path to keep grouping up, and then also reduce some of this raid damage by having too many rocks up. Group 1. 2.
I got 2 stacks of burning claws, so it might be a big hit. Five seconds.
Phase transition.
Fix.
Here comes the transition. Ranged, go to star. Yay. Bring the soak to triangle. Hey, it's on me. I'll do what I want with it. Hide. Cooldown.
Going.
Come out. Don't get knocked away.
Past or use yours.
Rober, Kirk, Mish, Danae, Fixin. Just Mish and Jim now.
Second potion should be
Golgan. Bombs.
Fix.
Fixin. Both tanks, bonkers.
I'm down.
Get
Right.
You're down below.
I was down below. And now I'm down. I think I came back up and like exploded with my void slash.
I have a red thing.
I know we talked about it between that stuff, but I did not try to go down with the void slash later. Did you?
Yeah, I noticed.
The bomb, Kirk. If a bomb goes off at any time, you get 6 stacks of oblivion.
Yeah, a bomb did go off.
All right, this time with feeling.
Group 1.
Let's get Palstrap.
Group 2. Phase change.
Zilly pop yours too. 2. Bomb 1.
2 bombs. Grab them quick. You can get into the portal before this phase swap. Range go to star. As close to green as you can get without standing and stuff.
Look at your stacks. If you've got a bunch, go down.
Make sure you guys are hiding. Both bombs are in the in-between, so... Range, get close to green. We want to make sure we're baiting these rocks. Back to the center.
I'm too
Get
slow
Trey
for
up.
that.
Get Mo deep or Mo light.
Defensives. Kind of 2 bombs.
Bomb 1. Bomb 2.
Hide. Get ready to hide. Just start moving that direction. Better safe than sorry.
Lee.
Going.
Up.
Now don't get close to those things. Let them
Pass
explode.
is yours.
Reset. Soak. Yep, close to green. Defensives.
Get out of it.
Bombs in 5.
Bomb 1. Bomb 2.
Healer cooldown.
Katie.
Going.
Just go to a safe spot. There's nothing after this. There's no, like, conjoined. Just interrupt these ads. Keep it going. Interrupt that ad. Next.
We're nuts.
Come on.
Bubble!
Yeah.
Oh, it died right afterwards.
Back at him.
So clean. Good job, everybody.
Man, I need these bracers.
I don't know who else is grabbing the bombs, but I basically stopped DPSing to make sure that one of the other bombs was always in the in-between.
Yeah, it hurts its arcane to do that too.
Like, it's better that everybody was alive during every one of those hide things.
Cutscene.
I was your loyal soldier, father. Did I not?
I'm an idiot. Does anyone need the plate chest? I'm sorry. I thought,
Sure.
1 sec.
I do.
You guys want
Let's
to
see.
re-roll this? We can re-roll this if you guys want. I linked it.
Now we go kill
Extra
Skarn, right?
is lame.
What are we doing? Rerolling the chess piece?
No, it'll go to the next highest person, so it's Robert.
Dude, Eric really wanted that.
Robert,
100.
Do what? I can't hear you.
So going out. Yeah.
Yep. We got 40 minutes. We're going back to Rashok because I don't think he's going to be that bad. Turns out he has a buff that unit frames doesn't show, and it dissipates after 67 seconds, and it makes him do 500% more damage when you drag him into the center too early.
By the way, you can talk to Sibelian to get teleported to the front.
And then Abyssian's outside for the quest to hand in.
Oh, they give you an enchanted. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Out of interest.
Yeah, time to make a weapon.
Yeah, I'll need another spark.
If no one wants the staff, I could use it for transmog.
Oh, I think somebody rolled 100 on it.
Yeah, the fucking use it.
Is it set to Brooke?
Yep.
Okay.
I just want you guys to know for that last pull, I put on my good luck playlist.
Where was that 2 hours ago?
No shit.
Alright, well, I didn't think we needed it, but you know, gotta pull out all the stops.
Was it your Britney Spears greatest
For what?
hits?
Nah, Mariah Carey
what?
Christmas album, baby.
Alright, so where are we going? Sorry? All right? Okay.
I'm dropping beacons as I go.
I see that. Cool. Thanks. Get a heroic vault piece this week.
Fucking burn.
Yes.
At least we have all the loot opened up for Sark now.
Yeah, it was totally worth it.
I forgot to get the potion. Fuck, man.
I got a strawberry lemonade and 2 10-piece spicy nuggets. Motherfuckers.
So I also got a strawberry lemonade, and so did Mom. Move it. The straws are in each bag. Well, then you guys will get them when y'all get them. Well, this one's mine because it has been chilly. Chilly. Good, I think I burned it up. Make sure that's something on y'all. Nope. I'm just getting started. This one's mine. Stop. I'm not gonna ask again.
This is the dude that goes like, I'm trying to remember what fight this is. Fire on the portal, like on the sides of on the sides, right? Yeah.
Yep, same one as last Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday this week. Let's get our remaining people summoned.
Matthew, where did you get the spicy nuggets?
2 10-piece spicy nuggets with the ranch.
Click on one of the shamans and we will have an extra druid.
Snatch it out of my hand.
Amelia.
Took it.
Go ahead and pull these things.
Is there a straw in the bag? Motherfucker.
Jake, you get that summon?
I'm a loser.
I've seen there's not enough. They only put them in certain bags, Amelia.
What?
Straws.
Take just a regular straw we got in the drawer.
I forget, last week, did we assign a couple of people to grab the bomb unlockers or whatever?
This is a different one.
You right?
He's just testing your knowledge.
Alright.
Yeah, you passed. Good job, everybody. We did it. Now we just
Yes.
gotta do it again. Slightly more difficult. It's okay.
Yeah, and for anybody who wasn't listening or who doesn't pay attention to anything when Zex talks when he's here, is basically we're now just going to be doing heroic both days to get through this as time efficiently as we can, heroic. And then if for whatever reason, if we get to the point on a raid where we're doing a boss and we're not making any headway on something and there's an hour or so left, we'll switch it to normal and just pump through as many as we can get to for extra tier pieces. Otherwise, the goal is not to go into normal mode. But like in an instance like on Sark, if we're fighting him for 2.5 hours and, you know, we're not making any headway, we're not going to, you know, sit there for the last 30 or 40 minutes if we're not even getting remotely close. But like in that case in normal, we got him to 4%. We knew we could do it. It was just a matter of lining up the abilities better, instead of relying on a dumb luck pull where shit just went our way. But we are going to try something slightly different with this. I've marked here we're just going to stand on Skull, and the marks are going to be where you drop the pools. So we're going to end up with 3, and then we're going to drag him in once the buff he has on him falls off, and I'll tell you to pull him inside. He'll be at about 87-ish energy at that point, right after the third one. And then you're going to drag him over to Diamond. Remember, again, there's no frontal, no nothing. Nobody's in fear of dying to anything if you're in front of the boss, so tanks don't have to worry about where people are standing. The first mark when we do our transition, you're going to come drag that 4th one to X. After that one, the next person is going to do Circle, Moon, and then we'll transition again, and then go into the next quadrant. There's not enough marks. Realistic, I guess I can take Skull away. So just for tank's sake, that's where we're going for that 3rd time. And then the only 3 places left for traps at that point to be dropped are right behind Skull and then 2 along the fence. At that point, he needs to be dead. We're out of time. So there's just not enough marks to basically mark everything for everybody, but at least these first 6 should be fairly easy for us to do.
So pretty much directly after he does that 3rd slam, he's doing that frontal. Pretty much right after that is probably about the time that he's gonna get pulled in.
Yeah, it should sync up right with his buff falling off. Like after like the second to last pull when we survived it or whatever, I guess it syncs up with like I said at about 87 energy. But this buff didn't show up on shadowed unit frames before because it's not a debuff, but it has a red frame, and it's not a buff that can be dispelled. I can see it now. It's called Smoldering Rage, and the second I guess we go into combat, it has like a 75-second timer, and it's synchronized with his abilities. So no matter what, every phase, we're always going to get 3 of those slams. So just also keep in mind when you're dropping the slams and you're going to the marks, the circles can't touch. They should be far enough away, but just in case they're not, obviously just scoot over a little bit.
Jesus
just try
fuck!
to be
Between
cautious.
your knee, your ankle, and
But
not
we
feeling
got 30
good.
minutes, so let's try to give this a couple pulls. Also, if you were somewhat cleavy, you should probably switch to single target if you haven't already. And lusting on pull.
You moved the skull
Yeah, so we're standing pretty much just right on the tanks, right on this like black line here in front of me. The skull I moved just for the sake of so the tanks know where to drag the boss after we pull him into the middle for the 2nd time.
Alright, we are good.
Just remember we stack when the big flashy circle that has the same graphic on every encounter happens. That was too.
Alright, first one coming out.
Bring that to square. Soak this. Range, get in these.
Missed one.
Yeah.
I saw you going for it.
Yeah, I tried.
Bring that to green.
Go past her. Get Katie up today. Next drop. And that's a star.
Bring the star. And you're good to bring him in the middle.
Hicks, this will be yours. Zilly.
And then once this is over, you would drag him over to Diamond. The next one would drop at X. But you can just wipe out. So we can get back in here.
Just stand and pull.
There's still a ton of damage during the phase.
Cool. Now that I know those, spread like that.
Thank you for that grab.
Yeah, I see you, bonkers. Gosh.
There we go. Now I know how wide these things are. This will make it so that way, as we go through the phases and have to go to the other side of the room, all the slimes will be coming basically from the same direction. They won't be coming from behind us. So if you just look, it's still going to be called what mark you got to drag stuff to. Just be aware I scooted them over all to the right. So theoretically, with how they are spaced, we should be able to throw 5 to that left-hand side. So that way when we're over on this other side and we get the fresh
Do you need to get off the
phasing
cliff?
after the second time we drag them in the middle, we have an entire side where all of the fire things should be coming at us from the same direction. Oh.
That's fine. Let's go. Res bonkers.
Like half the raids outside.
Yeah.
I thought that we could stand on that black bar before the boss. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Stand in fire if you're in the room.
Fire's running away from me.
Zilly, heal us, Zilly! Zilly, heal us!
It sure takes a while to die standing in that
Yeah,
thing.
it does.
He did an ability just before going through the door.
We can res. Don't release.
Yes, please.
Res Bonker and make him res us one by one.
Make him give us each 20 gold.
Feast's still up. Click it if he died.
He has to run a Natharian's Lair with a bunch of Jaja players.
And Moonguard players.
Yes, OCE players.
Or worse, 4 players like me.
We don't hate him that much.
Alright, so just in case, because it doesn't look like everybody needs to group up so heavily, once the tanks drag him into position, Defy and Anguish with me, you see that little, little star like diamond symbol on the ground that's just in front of him. The 3 of us are going to go stand over there, just in case those meteors drop on that side again.
Captain.
Yeah, they were pretty far out there.
Yeah, if I had both charges of blink, I would have got out there, but I didn't even have one.
Alright, let's do a pull timer.
I try to minimize my movement to blink.
Okay, drop in 2. Get ready to go to square. Go to square. Stack. Small circles in 5. Get ready for soaks. Alright, get ready to go to triangle in 3. Stack.
Next one's going to star.
It is happening in 5 seconds. Get cheating over there. Go.
You're ready for the frontal. And you're good to drag him in the middle.
KDE will be first.
Hop defensives, survive.
Going now.
Pastor.
First slam's
diamond?
going to X. Yeah, you can move him to diamond after this. Go to X.
Okay.
Stack. Small
But the-
circles in 5.
Can we get a roar? A roar on the circles?
Mine's on cooldown.
I dropped a totem.
Okay, small circles out. Alright, the next leap is going to X. It's in 5. You can cheat over that way in case.
Dropped my totem.
It's on me, I'm good.
Now as a raid, start scooting closer to Moon, because that's where the next one goes.
Stacking that first. Get
Next
Trey
one's
up.
coming up soon.
Get Mo light up.
Got him.
Leap, go.
Moon. Next one to square. And you can drag him in the middle after this. All defensives.
Fix.
Just worry about staying alive.
No, Zilly, you're first.
Try to stack close together for your healers.
Drop mine.
Going mine.
So the first Searing Slam that comes out of this, go to Diamond. It's by the door where we came in.
That is coming up in 1.
Go to the door quick as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Next one's in square.
Stack.
Couple people back up towards where I am with me.
Small soaks coming up.
Snow soak.
Next slam, go to square. Look to your left.
It's in 5. Fix, use yours.
Next is the big soak.
Soak and Pastor, use yours.
And kill it.
Next is loot.
Good job.
Good job, everybody.
I took pictures of these marks, so now I'll remember this every time.
Nice job.
Hey, those blacksmithing plans, are
Six
those
is
able to be
still handing
traded
out,
to anybody not?
So, here's just the easy way to do this. If you have the normal piece, don't roll on these. If you don't have this slot for your set piece at all, roll on them. And if it passes and it ends up on the body, then, you know, we'll have you reroll.
What if this is my 4th piece? This will be my 4th tier.
Who was talking?
That was Skotono.
Then I hate you.
It's all good.
I'm still trying to get one.
Why'd you roll on an agility polearm, dude?
I use it for transmog, and then it's just stamina for me. I didn't know that people were passing on it. What the
Alright,
heck?
I think everyone knows.
This blacksmithing thing, is that
On
able
that
to be
blacksmithing,
traded?
I've got like no points in two-handed.
I have an alt that's maxed, and would I be able to give it to them at all?
No, we'll give it to Cruel. Because we'll take a look first to see what he's got, and if he doesn't have max two-handers, then we'll trade it to your alt that has it.
He does.
Look,
Yeah, I
weapons,
think
my weapons are maxed, so
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's where too, right?
I mean, he made my warriors weapons.
Yeah. He has every weapon between both characters. He has all two-handers, axes, daggers, and staffs on his druid, and he has swords, shields, and something else on his paladin.
Polearms.
Yeah.
No, not that, Skotono. The polearm. I thought is what we were talking about.
I don't know why I got this. I passed on it, and then I somehow got this.
So does Illy not need it?
What the? Why am I getting everything? What the freak?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's because you greeted. That's the only reason.
But,
So nobody needed on it.
So Illy, you don't need the pants. Zilly, you don't need pants.
Well, I mean, I've got the normal ones.
The ones
Right,
you
I have the
guys
normal
wanna-
ones.
So basically, it's the 3 of us for that token. I just won one of them, so why don't the 2 of you roll off?
Yeah.
I got the
And then-
pants too.
Oh,
oh gosh.
Are we calling it there then? Or...
Yeah, there's too much trash between amalgamation. This is the harder of the 3 bosses we had open too, so we just stayed here because we had way more than enough DPS after screwing with them last time. We should get amalgamations and experiments no problem next week, since this guy's dead.
Okay, so me,
Yep. Congrats, Silly.
and then just to ask about the polearm.
Yeah, I would say why not, right? I mean,
Well,
at least you can use it.
Yeah.
I have everything, I guess. I'm the bank.